Hello virtual hunters and welcome back to the channel. My name is Doc and today we will be looking at a rising star in the hunting game genre. I am talking about Deer Hunter TV's The Season. This game is really unlike any hunting game I have ever played, and in this video I'm going to be showing all of the highlights from our last deer season as well as giving my thoughts and opinions on it. It's going to be a longer video, but trust me, it'll be worth the watch. But there are a few things that we need to get out of the way first for anyone who hasn't heard about The Season. If you are someone who values graphics over gameplay, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but this game is not for you. The graphics are very reminiscent of Deer Hunter 2005, and what the game lacks in width, it more than makes up for in depth. The good stuff is really in the details on this one. I told my girlfriend The Season feels like the Minecraft of hunting games. From movable blinds to food plots and cell cams, the game is loaded with gadgets and features, and it's constantly being added to. The Season's coolest feature, in my opinion, is, well, the season system. The deer will act differently based on the time of year and in what stage of the rut they are in. Pre-rut features a good balanced hunt with bows being the only legal weapon, and post-rut is more geared towards like muzzleloaders and hunting over feed areas. And during the rut, well, buckle up because you're in for a wild hunt. The animal animations in this game might be a little on the clunky side, but I've never seen a game capture real-life animals so well. Like I said before, during the rut, bucks will come trotting in with their head down looking for a hot doe. When shot in the lungs or a little further back, deer have a chance of doing like the little mule kick that they do when they get shot, and even coyotes have a chance of doing what I call the disco. I mean, the arrows even change colors after they've gone through an animal. What kind of hunting game does that? Now, unlike other hunting games, The Season doesn't hold your hand. There are no need zones that animals always come back to. There's nothing hard-coded in the game that guarantees that you see animals or that they come to you. Sometimes, just like in real hunting, it's just not your day. Speaking of it not being your day, I've heard some people talk about the game's random spawns, and I wanted to clear a few things up because I actually had a chance to chat with the developer of this game. All of the animals in the game are spawned in on the map when you load in for a hunt. The issue that some people run into is that the buck they're chasing isn't necessarily on your property when you're hunting it. From what I understand, the map extends beyond your property and doesn't allow you to travel beyond it, just like in real life, but deer don't see property lines. So while that trophy buck that you saw opening day is somewhere on that map, you might not be able to hunt him. So sit back, grab a snack, maybe a drink, buckle up because this is going to be a long one. Without further ado, this is The Season. Okay, we are getting set up for our season now, and I thought we could do some coyote hunting after I get some blinds set up and some food plots planted. And I see that thing out in the distance. That is a monster. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that right now, so we're just going to have to hope that he comes around this season. That would be one heck of a buck to start off our season. Man, this place is just Coyote Central, though. Kind of all over the place. Oh, that's kind of cool. Looks like it had like a little hunting animation. That's neat. I swear, every time I play this game, I see a little something different that I haven't seen before. How far is he out there now? 75 yards? Okay, yeah, he heard that call. Seems interested. There's no rutting activity, so the bucks shouldn't be coming in doe bleats quite as hard, but like, just like in real life, they will come in if they're interested, if they're curious. So, we're just gonna kind of let him chill out here, play it cool. He's gonna walk like right into our ATV. Luckily it has the cover on it, so he can't smell or see it. That is definitely good, because he would have ran long before now. Until you get that ATV cover, you really can't use these blinds directly across from where you spawn in, and he is completely broadside. 55 yards. 47 yards. Okay. 20, 30, 40, just a little past that. Drop it right in there. Oh, he moved! He moved while the arrow's in flight! Oh my gosh, that is heartbreaking. Just for a comparison, that's what the arrow looks like when it doesn't have any blood on it, so we definitely hit him. I just don't think that he died. Well, I've continued walking all the way until I got to the edge of the map, essentially, and I did not find a single speck of blood. I didn't find him. I didn't find anything that says that he was hit other than that arrow. So I'm guessing that was like a glancing blow, and he is not dead. I don't know how that works in this game, but that's all I have to go on, so that's what I'm going to have to assume. So we are going to go ahead and make our way back to our box blind, and hopefully something even better comes along. Okay, and we are officially in the rut. We do have a coyote behind us, somewhere over in there. There he is. He is a little far out to be taking with a bow, which is all that we have, because this is the best day to hunt in the game. I forget which day number it is, but it is the peak rut, and I am very excited because we already have 2 does out here. Make that 3 does out here. I am just very excited to see what all we can get coming into this food plot if we already have this many deer and we are 19 minutes into shooting light. So this could very quickly turn into a great day for us. There is a nice little buck back there. I think that's that drop tine that we saw. No, it looks like he's got a drop tine on the left, or on his right, and I think the other one had a drop tine on his left. That is an interesting buck. Very curious to see if we can get him to come in. We've just got does everywhere out here today, though, and a beautiful morning for peak rut. That is not a tiny buck, and I'm okay with taking that with the bow if he comes in closer. So we're just going to keep our eyes on him. That's the big boy that we're looking for. Ooh, man. Can we get him all the way out here, we think? All those does are on their way in here. And we do have this nice... I mean, he's okay. A pretty good buck. Sitting right there. I'm thinking we got to try and get him. Oh, he heard the call and he's coming in. Ooh, this could be a big one. I don't think that's supposed to happen. But it's okay. As easy as it would be to shoot that one right now, I'm not really trying to tag out that fast. I was hoping to take one with a gun later on in the season. And he is massive. Look at those antlers. Can we just take a moment and appreciate all of the time and effort that it took to create all of these different antler variations? Because you have to think, this game doesn't have anything like true racks in the Hunter Call of the Wild. This is all just made, and there are tons and tons of antler configurations. But that one is quite impressive. And there's an even bigger one over there. Oh my gosh, I want both of them. If they all come in, I'm going to try and get a shot at this one first, because he is definitely on his way to us. And then if we get a shot at him, we will be taking that buck as well. Can we double up? I mean, we have 2 buck tags. That is quite an impressive deer. And so is that one, though. Bow hunting, man. You gotta take what you can get sometimes. He is right at 34. He is broadside. We are gonna take this shot. 20, 30. Somewhere right in there. Oh, we smoked him, I think. That looked like a great shot. Gotta watch him, though. We might be able to see him go down. He is pouring blood, and down he goes, dude. We just got a monster. We just got a monster buck, and we have another one coming in. And he is just none the wiser. Can we double up with the bow? Still like 100 yards out, and he is currently walking away from us. Guess we just get down and try and stalk him. And try and get up here to this hill. See if I can glass him. Oh, he's right there. What is behind us now? I swear I just heard something crunching leaves behind us. Oh, he's right there. There's something there. What's that little buck from earlier? Okay, guys, we are currently trying to close the distance on this buck who is walking away from us. I think we're matching his speed pretty well. He's still way out of bow range right now. Okay, we are currently just matching his speed. We're going to have to try a little bit different tactic here. He should be coming into where we called. Not where we are. We're going to circle on his downwind side here. Okay, I like this. I like this setup. Okay, we're going to get our bow out. Ah, dang it. Just got a little too close. Man, my heart was racing there. Okay, hey, not the end of the world. We still got a really nice buck down, and we still have all of gun season to go and take ourselves another nice one. So let's head on over there and pick him up. I mean, that is not a bad buck. Not as wide as the other one, but he is really thick. So let's go ahead and pick him up with the ATV, and we will start making our way back to the farm so we can hang him up and get the most EXP as possible, because right now I have 4. So we need some money before the end of the season here. Okay, and we are pulling up here to the farm with our deer, and all you have to do to get him up on the hanger is to drive underneath it with it on the back of the ATV, and that will get him hanging up. And that is not a bad looking buck. A very thick 10 point to start the season off with the bow. I can't complain too much about that. And we also get a bonus for using a bow. So the next one I think we will be taking with a gun in a little bit later season. So that should be a little bit easier. Maybe we won't get skunked quite as much as we did on this first one. Okay, it is opening morning of rifle season, and I am going to be moving probably most of the day. I know there's some big bucks out here. Hopefully we can get one in range. There is the giant. Alright, we are going to try and play this safe. We're probably going to take a pretty long shot on him with the rifle. I have the bipod. I have all the stuff I need to make a pretty long-range shot here. Okay, and he is out there at about 200 yards. This is exactly what this is the buck. This is the buck that we saw opening morning, I believe. He is massive with that one big drop tine on his right side. We are not going to let him get too close. We're just going to keep sneaking up here. Where's he at now? The 180 mark. I am not going to let this thing get too close to us. I can tell you that much. The only issue is if he runs and he runs that way onto the neighbor's property, then we will not be recovering him. So we want to make sure that we get a really good shot on this thing, drop him pretty close to in his tracks. We're going to wait for him to turn broadside again. He should be doing that soon. But we could probably take a pretty good quartering 2 angle here if he's just going to chill out. He's raising his head. Oh, he mule kicked hard on that one. Should be going down. That sounded like a good hit. Down he goes. Dude, we got a monster. You know what? We have another doe running right through here. Nope. Missed that. Oh, we hit the doe. I could hear the bullet impact. And there is the doe that we shot on the run. And our buck is right over here. They piled up nice and tight for us. So we're going to have some ATV work to do today. Look at that frame, man. Oh my gosh, with the drop tine and all. Let's go back and I'll get the ATV and we'll get him hung up. Swear every time that I get one, I see something even bigger. Look at that thing. Look at that rack, dude. Unfortunately, we are tagged out on bucks for the season, and actually we are right next to our camp. So we will go hang this doe up right here and take a good look at both of them. I'm still really happy with that drop time. We've been seeing him since the beginning of the season, and I'm happy to finally get him on the ground. There we go. That is what we got today. That is a very big doe. I did not realize how big that doe was. And then we got our drop tine buck. So now we are tagged out for bucks for the entire season, but we have some doe patrol to do, and then I would like to do some coyote hunting this season, mainly to get our EXP up. We're only at 276 right now, but these two are going to help that out quite a bit. This is actually a really good view of what I mean. This is the first blind that we were in to start the season off, and you can see now that we're later here in the season, a lot of the trees are missing their leaves. We have a good snow on the ground, and everything just looks completely different. But the mission for today is going to be doe patrol. We have 5 doe tags and an unlimited amount of coyote tags. So we're starting at 3 o'clock. Hopefully we can fill a bunch of our doe tags, and then we will stick around tonight since most of the crops and foliage are off, and we'll do some coyote hunting. Okay, we have a doe coming in and a coyote over there. I have not tried to take very fast follow-up shots, but I want to get that coyote because they pay insanely well. Yeah, I think we're going to have to shoot that thing. Yeah, the sound effects are pretty cool. He has absolutely nailed the sound effects. Dropped him in his tracks. And we will not get a shot off at that doe. That is okay, though. We have a coyote on the ground. He never even moved. Just fell over dead. So that will be a great start to the doe patrol. Hopefully we can fill most of our doe tags today. So before, all we had were does standing around us, and now all I can find are small bucks. So I think since this is the last day of gun season and I have doe tags to fill, I'm going to get down and start stalking. And as soon as I say that, I've been sitting here for at least 15 minutes real life time, and we finally have a doe coming in. So we will shoot her, and then we will probably get down and start trying to make some moves here, so we're not eating tag soup. Okay, and she is stopped out there at about 164. From my time at the range, I've found that you can aim pretty much dead on, and it will drop her in her tracks. She like stood straight up. That was kind of funny. That was perfect. And honestly, from shooting deer in real life, that is about what they look like when you hit them with a high-powered rifle. So you can't pick up coyotes with an ATV, apparently. So we are just going to go ahead and field recover the coyote. And that will get us some money. And we'll go pick up that doe. These Pete's, look at that thing, man. Got a wonky rack on the right side. The left looks pretty normal. Fortunately, we are out of buck tags, so we are stuck with our does for today. But it's cool to see those. Cool, think we might have a shot at one next season. Well, we spooked him, but there are some does out. Oh, that's a small buck, but we have a doe running right in front of us. Hit her. Can we get another shot in? She's bleeding pretty good. She will fall over right there. So now we have 2 does down. And we will go drop this one off and come back for that one. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, especially in the late season, you can see for a long ways in most directions. You're going to spook some deer and not see them before they spook. But a lot of the time, you're going to see them way before they see you, even on the four-wheeler. So, I mean, driving around, especially if you're comfortable taking a running shot, it's not a bad idea. We got a doe out there. We'll take her. I don't think we hit that second shot. First one looked good, though. Oh, there we go. There's some blood. All right, now we just got to go find her. And there is our doe. I don't think we're going to go and pick up pick her up on the four-wheeler. I think we're just going to go ahead and field claim her. And that doe is picked up. We will go pick up the other one, and then we'll do some coyote hunting. If I could ask one thing from the developer, it would probably be to make the ATV just a little bit faster, because this almost feels like walking at this point. There you go. There are 2 of our 3 does that we got. Not quite the 5 that I was hoping for, but not a bad day nonetheless. And you can kind of see here, this is not a super dramatic example because there are some more dramatic ones, but every deer in the game has a different body size depending on age and, you know, size of the animal and whatnot. So like these 2, you can tell this one is quite a bit smaller than this one. And like I said, there are some even more dramatic examples of that. Sometimes it's hard to tell unless they're standing next to each other, or in this case, hanging next to each other, but it's just little details like that that really go a long way in my book. I'm out here night hunting coyotes, and I happened to look over and I saw this. It's during shed season, so you can actually come over here and pick this up. And it will instantly give you, like, I think that was over 50 EXP per shed, so that's a really good way to make money. I've made a lot of money. That's how I've been able to afford a lot of the things that I have in this game, is the shed hunting and coyotes. Those 2 are the 2 best money makers in this game if you're looking for some quick cash. And speaking of coyotes, we actually have one coming in across the field, way up there. No shot, we actually have 2 coming in. If we can get them close enough, we might be able to double up here. All right, this one doesn't seem to be stopping. We are going to go ahead and take our shot on him. Oh, we did little disco. I love that animation. Here's a deer. I'm guessing our coyote that was up there is now gone. Yeah, that's all right. It's really hard to double up in this game. The reload times are not quick, especially just for chambering a new round as far as games go, but it is pretty realistic. As you know, right after a gun goes off in the middle of the night, you're not going to be chambering a new round like you're a professional sniper. There he is, or she, I'm not really too sure, but we will field recover them. One not so helpful thing is that, like, when you spook a deer, it will tell you in the top left, like, a deer spotted you or whatever. It doesn't do that for coyotes. So if they're running around and you didn't see them, you will have no idea that they were there. The update that added the lights and night hunting for coyotes into the game was an amazing update. I loved this update. The only thing that I wish is that I wish their eyes glowed when they were looking at you, because coyotes do that in real life. I really think that would add, one, it would make it a little bit easier, which, especially if you're not hunting with a gun, coyote hunting can be really tough. And I think it would just be a little extra something that other games don't have. I don't know how hard that would be to implement, but if he could figure it out, that would be pretty darn cool. We can go, got another shed. That will be some nice money. I'll tell you what, if you want to do some shed hunting, it's probably easier during the day, but they do really glow under this green light. So if you get that, I don't know. I like to look at this as an opportunity to shed hunt and coyote hunt at the same time. Here we go. Another one. Just absolutely smoked him. Alright, we'll go pick him up. I am telling you right now, the second that you unlock the rifle, the alternate power scope, and the green light, it's basically a license to print money with coyotes. They're 50 EXP apiece. It's really hard to beat that. Okay, we're out here doing some calling, and I just heard something come in from behind me. So I'm just going to start crawling my way over. I don't know where it came from exactly, but it sounded like it came from that direction. Oh, and there it is. That coyote is certainly looking for us. Alright, so we're just kind of waiting on it to stop at this point. I'm not sure it's going to. It's right there and I'm going to shoot it. Just smoked it. That is exactly what you want to see. And that was the season. We got 2 really nice bucks, and even though I saw something else, that will just have to wait until next season. I cannot stress enough how much this game makes me feel like I'm actually hunting. Despite the graphics, the UI, and the controls, the season is really shaping up to be one of my favorite hunting games of all time. Every update polishes this game a little more than it was before, and I cannot wait to see where it goes from here. If you're interested at all in the game, I highly recommend that you check it out on Steam. It's pretty affordable, all things considered. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and comment letting me know that you'd like to see me play more of the season. If you enjoy hunting games, then you have found the right place, because that is all we do here on this channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future hunts. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.